Welcome students in the second lecture of chapter 1. In the previous video we have done all the properties related to rational numbers. Now we will see how those properties be used in the problems, in the numbers. So first is find 3 upon 7 plus minus 6 upon 11 plus minus 8 upon 21 plus 5 upon 22. So this is very simple, as we have done in earlier classes also, previous classes also. First we have to take the LCM of the denominator, that is 462. Make all the rational numbers, all the fractions equivalent, so that denominator should be 162 in every rational number, in every fraction. So 7 will be multiplied by 66 to make it 462. With the same number we will multiply 3 also, so it is 198. Similarly we will make all the numbers into equivalent fraction. Now take 462 as common in the denominator and open the brackets. 198 plus minus minus 252 plus minus minus, then 176, then plus 105. After solving this, it will be minus 125 upon 462. It will be solved as integers. Now this is the another method to solve this. Take any two of the numbers, any two whose LCM, to find out LCM is easy. Make the group of 2, 3 upon 7 plus minus 8 upon 21 plus minus 6 upon 11 plus 5 upon 22, because 11 and 22 are the multiple and factor of each other, and 7 and 21 are the multiple and factor of each other. So it is easy to find out the LCM. Separately we will take the LCM, make the equivalent fraction. 7 into 3 is 21, 3 3 is 9, and 21 is as it is, so minus 8 will come. Similarly 11 and 22 LCM is 22, 11 2s are 22, 2 6 are 12. Similarly it will be 5. Then after solving, 9 minus 8 is 1 upon 21, and minus 12 plus 5 is minus 7 upon 22. So then again take the LCM of 21 and 22, that is 462. Similarly, as we have done this previous parts, we will solve this also, and answer is minus 125 upon 462. Any method you can choose from these two. Now let us come to example number 2. Now we have to multiply all the rational numbers. Multiplication is very simple. You can multiply these by parts also, or you can multiply all the numerators and all the denominators and then you can cancel, or third is just simply cancel wherever it is possible, factors and multiples, and find the answer. So let us see how it is done. The statement is given: minus 4 upon 5 multiply 3 upon 7 multiply 15 upon 16 multiply minus 14 upon 9. So first of all, multiply first two fractions, minus 4 upon 5 into 3 upon 7, numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. Similarly, the second, 15 upon 16 into minus 14 upon 9, 15 into 14 and 16 into 9. Remember, in the multiplication or in the division, we will never take LCM. This is the most common mistake which you people do. But don't take LCM in the multiply or division. So simply multiply numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. It will be minus 12 upon 35 into minus 35 upon 24. Again multiply the numerator and denominators. After writing this, 35 and 35 is cancelled, 12 2s are 24 is cancelled, answer is 1 upon 2, and minus will become plus. This is another method to do this. Now in this method we can also do it as by just using commutative properties, making the part and then multiply, and answer will be again same. Example number 3. Write the additive inverse of the following. Additive inverse means just to change the sign so that both the numbers, when we add, answer should be 0. You can see here 7 upon 19 is the additive inverse of minus 7 upon 19. Only sign will be changed. Difference of sign is there. Because when we add 7 upon 19 to minus 7 upon 19, answer is 0. And the additive inverse of 21 upon 112 is minus 21 upon 112. Similarly, we have to verify minus into minus x is the same as x for when value of x is given 13 upon 17, and we will put this value in that minus into minus x, and minus will become plus, and answer will be 13 upon 17, that is x only. Similarly, we can do the second part also. Just put the value in minus into minus x, and then you will see that answer is x only. What is the value of x? That is minus 21 upon 31. And then example number 5. Understand this properly, because we will use commutative and distributive property both in this question. When you can see in statement 2 upon 5 into minus 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 14 minus 3 upon 7 into 3 upon 5. Students, by using commutative property, you can write it as you want to write it, because you know that rational numbers are commutative under addition. So just we will shift their places. You can see here that 3 upon 5 is in 3 upon 5 into 3 upon 7 is there, and 2 upon 5 into minus 3 upon 7 is there. 3 upon 7 is 2 times coming here. So we will write 3 upon 7 one part that separately, and minus 1 upon 14 separately. 2 upon 5 into minus 3 upon 7 plus minus 3 upon 7 into 3 upon 5, and minus 1 upon 14 will be taken separate. From here we will take minus 3 upon 7 common, and when we take minus 3 upon 7 common, 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5 will come inside the bracket. It is the distributive property used here. Now inside the bracket 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5 is 5 upon 5, that is 1 only. When we divide same numbers, answer is 1. So now we are left with minus 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 14, and so we will solve this taking LCM. 7 and 14, LCM is 14 only. Again make the equivalent fractions and solve. Answer will be minus 1 by 2. This is the question of try these at page number 13. So here also we have to use distributive property. You will better understand here how to use distributive property. You can see here I have underlined 7 upon 5 and 7 upon 5. In both the parts it is there. Pick up the 7 upon 5 outside, and inside the bracket it will be left with minus 3 upon 12 plus 5 upon 12. When we will add this, because denominator is same, it is taken common. Minus 3 plus 5 will be added. Minus 3 plus 5 is 2 upon 12. And again simply multiply. 7 2s are 14, 12 5s are 60. And after cancelling you will get 7 upon 30. So this is the method to do distributive property. This is the method how we use distributive property. Next is, let us start with 1.1 exercise. This is the same as example number 5 we had done. Example number 5 just now we had done. If you were not able to understand this, then you can better understand here how to do. Students, first part I am explaining, and second part you will try yourself as we have done here. Same way, method is same. First of all, statement is given. We have to divide that statements into 3 parts. The numbers which are multiplied, that will be separate, and the other number which is single, that will be separate. Now there are 3 parts. Minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 upon 5 into 1 by 6. So we have separated 3 upon 5 is in both the brackets. We will take them common using commutative property, and plus 5 by 2 will be taken separate. Now we have underlined here also 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 5. In both the parts there is 3 upon 5. We have taken it common. When we picked up 3 upon 5 outside, inside the bracket it is left with minus 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 6 plus 5 by 2. Now minus 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 6 we will solve by taking LCM. LCM is 6. It is already 6 in 1 upon 6, and we will make the other minus 2 upon 3 also with the denominator 6. So we will multiply it by 2. 2 2s of 4 will be there. Minus 4 and minus 1 is minus 5 by 6, and after cancelling 5 and 5 is cancelled, 3 2s of 6 is cancelled. We will left with minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. Again it is very easy to simple. 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 4 by 2, and by dividing we will get 2. Answer is 2. So this is the way to solve this. And the second part I am not doing here because that is your work to do it. You will do yourself. Second sum is write the additive inverse of the following. Additive inverse, I already told you in the example also, that just change the sign and add to the statement, you will get the answer 0. You can see here additive inverse of 2 upon 8 is minus 2 upon 8. When we add 2 upon 8 and minus 2 upon 8, it will be 0. If answer is not coming 0, it means you are doing something wrong. So minus 5 by 9, additive inverse of minus 5 by 9 is 5 by 9, and when we will add this, answer is 0. So this is the additive inverse. And the other name of additive inverse is just the change of sign. Here you can see minus 6 upon minus 5. Minus and minus is cancelled. 6 upon 5 is there. Now we will take the additive inverse of it. It will be minus 6 upon 5. And then verify that third sum. Verify that minus x is equal to x. And this also we had done in the example. X is equal to 11 upon 15. Value of x is given. So verification for minus x is equal to x is there. We will put 11 upon 15 in place of x. Where x is written, in place of that we will write 11 upon 15. Now here in the left hand side, minus and minus will become plus, and in the right hand side it was already 11 upon 15. So both left hand side and right hand side are equal. Similarly, the second part you can see, statement is given x is equal to minus 13 upon 17. Already minus is there. So we will write that verification, that statement where we have to verify minus 13 upon 17 is equal to minus 13 upon 17. Here 2 times minus will become plus, and the single minus will be there, and you can see left hand side is equal to right hand side. Understand? Now question number 4, it is the multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means the reciprocal of the number. It is the other name for multiplicative inverse. So minus 13, its multiplicative inverse will be minus 1 upon 13. Minus will not be changed, it will be minus 1 upon 13. When we multiply these, answer should be 1. In the additive inverse, after adding, answer should be 0, but in multiplicative inverse, after multiplying, answer should be 1. Minus 13 into minus 1 upon 13, it is 13 upon 13, because minus and minus will become plus, and answer is 1. Then minus 13 upon 19, its multiplicative inverse will be minus 19 upon 13. 19 was in denominator, it will go in numerator. It is minus 19 upon 13. So when we will multiply these, answer will be 1. So question number 1 I have explained to you. Second sum you have to do yourself. In the second sum I have explained you first 3 parts. Next 2 parts you will do yourself. Keep in mind, minus sign, whether in numerator or in denominator, it is negative rational number. It doesn't matter. Third sum we have done. fourth also all parts you will do. You can see here students, reciprocal of multiplicative inverse of 1 upon 5 is 5 upon 1, and in fourth part you can see multiplied number is given here. First you will multiply these, then you will take the multiplicative inverse. In the fifth part also, first multiply, then take the multiplicative inverse. And multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is minus 1 itself. Now in fifth sum you have to tell the property under multiplication. We have done all the properties. You can tally these numbers with those properties and you have to tell which property is used over here. As in first, it is multiplied by 1. So it is multiplicative identity, because when we multiply any number by 1, it is multiplicative identity. In the second, you can see minus 13 upon 17 into minus 2 upon 7. It is equal to minus 2 upon 7 into minus 13 upon 17. Just places are changed. So you must remember it is commutative property. In the third part, when we multiplied these numbers, answer is coming 1. It is multiplicative inverse. Yes. Question number 6 is very simple. You can do yourself. Multiply this by the reciprocal of this. But take the minus 7 upon 16 reciprocal, 16 upon minus 7, and multiply it by 6 upon 13. In the seventh also you have to tell the property. It is very simple. With 3 numbers you know which property is there. Associative property. Is 8 upon 9 the multiplicative inverse of this? Minus 1, 1 upon 8, why or why not? Just to see, convert into improper fraction. Minus 1, 1 upon 8, it will be 8 ones are 8 and 1, 9. Minus 9 upon 8 is the multiplicative inverse. It cannot be multiplicative inverse, because in 8 upon 9 minus sign is not there, but in that number minus is there. But in multiplicative inverse, minus sign is not changed. 9th sum, this you can do, I think, yourself. 0.3 the multiplicative inverse of 3, 1 by 3, why or why not? Do yourself. Think and do. Now these 10th question, write the rational number that does not have a reciprocal. Which is the rational number which does not have its reciprocal? It is 0. 0 does not have its reciprocal. The rational number that are equal to their reciprocals, same, that is 1 and it is minus 1. The rational numbers that are equal to its reciprocal is 1 and minus 1. The rational number that is equal to its negative is 0. 0 is also a rational number. So fill in the blanks. 0 has no reciprocal. The number 1 and minus 1 are their own reciprocals. The reciprocal of minus 5 is minus 1 upon 5, and the reciprocal of 1 upon x, reciprocal is x upon 1, that is x only. The product of two rational numbers is always a rational number, and the reciprocal of a positive rational number is a positive rational number, because in reciprocal sign does not change. In additive inverse sign changes, but not in multiplicative inverse, and you know multiplicative inverse and reciprocal are one and the same thing. So here our 1.1 exercise completes. So you have to do which are the leftover questions that you have to do yourself, because they are similar we have done with that. Now we will meet in the next video with exercise 1.2. There we will do the number line of rational numbers and to find the number between given two rational numbers. Only these two topics are left. So revise whatever we have done here. Till then, goodbye.